Welcome to GK Mojo. So today we are going to begin our first part on profit and loss. Alright, so first we'll take some concepts of profit and loss, see what all shortcuts and what all formulas are there with the help of which we can solve the questions, and then we're going to solve some very few hand-picked, a very good set of questions, alright, which will clear out a lot of concepts for you, which are the questions which are often repeated in a lot of MBA entrance examinations that you are going to appear, and which are the hot favorite templates of questions for the examiners. All right, so we have handpicked these questions so that you have a proper understanding of how to apply the shortcuts and formulas that we are going to study and apply them in questions which are exam oriented. All right, so let's get started with the concepts on profit and loss. So what is this profit and loss? Profit and loss is actually our day-to-day life transaction and the terms that appear while we do our transactions, right? The amount gained after selling a product more than its cost price is called profit, and the amount the seller gets after selling the product less than its cost price is called a loss. All right. So basically there are three important terms in profit and loss that you should be aware about. There is this cost price, all right, which is called CP. There is this selling price, which is SP, and there is this marked price, which is MP. What is this marked price? Now if the actual cost price of an article is rupees 100, all right, and you as a shopkeeper label it as rupees 150, and now you give rupees 30 as a discount and sell it for rupees 120, you are still making a profit of rupees 20, but you showed the customer that it was costing you rupees 150, but as a favor you gave him rupees 30 rupees discount and sold it for rupees 120. This is what is called mark price, and the markup done over here is rupees 50. All right, so these are the terms that I'm trying to explain you with the help of the figures over here. All right, so what is discount? Discount over here is basically mark price minus the selling price. All right, and discount percentage is discount given upon the marked price into 100. All right, I hope you understood this. So what would your profit be? Your profit will be your selling price minus the cost price, right? This is a very basic formula. Similarly, what would loss be? Loss would be the other way around. It would be the cost price minus the selling price. All right, also profit or loss percentage is always calculated on the base of cost price. All right, so you'll understand what I meant by this, and slowly as we go around with the questions you'll understand how to solve various type of variants on this question. So let us jump on to the question straight away. I guess the basic concepts that you need to know are taken over here. The basic formulas. These are the 3-4 formulas that you should be well aware about. Rest, the shortcuts and the methods, we'll try to cover as we go one by one with the questions. Alright, so let's get started with the questions over here. So let us have a look at the first question. The cost price of 12 articles is same as the selling price of 8 articles. What is the profit percentage? Alright, so I know that a lot of you know the technique, a conventional technique to solve this by using 12 CP is equals to 12 8 SP and so on, and then solving and forming equation and all that stuff. Alright, nothing to do that. Just have a look what I'm doing over here, and this would be the easiest method that you would have encountered. Alright, so cost price of 12 articles is equals to selling price of 8 articles, right? This is what they have given, correct? Basically we'll write it in this way: selling price of 8 articles is equals to cost price of 8 articles plus cost price of 4 articles. Is this correct? Right, it's still the same as the one we mentioned over here, right? Now, so what is the profit over here? Selling price is equals to selling price of 8 articles, but extra is this should be the profit. So profit percentage should be this cost price of 4 articles, which we'll write as 4 CP if the cost price of one article be CP, all right, upon what is the total cost price? 8 articles, 8 CP, right? 8 CP into 100. CP gets cancelled. 4 ones are 4 twos are 2 ones are 2 50s are. Hence the correct answer over here is 50%. So I took it slow and step by step and wrote down everything for you to understand. But you can do this even orally. You do not need to write anything for this. Alright, this is the easiest method to do this question. Let us have a look at this question. A shopkeeper purchases several articles at the rate of 11 for rupees 10, alright, and sells them at the rate of 10 for rupees 11. What would be the profit earned by him? So this question is a very easy question. The only thing is that you will be jumbled at this language that has been used over here, and often under the exam pressure you will make a mess out of it. So let us write this down. So what he says is at the rate of 11 for rupees 10, which means is cost price of 11 articles is rupees 10. Alright, this is the first statement. Second statement what he makes is selling price of 10 articles is rupees 11. Alright, so what would be the selling price of one article in this case? Selling price of one article will be this 11 rupees 11 upon 10, which is 1.1, right? Rupees 1.1. So what would be the selling price of 11 articles? So when he sells 11 articles, the selling price will be 1.1 into 11, which is 12.1 rupees, right? This is 12.1, correct? So what would be his profit? The profit percentage will be this 12.1, which is the SP minus the CP, which was rupees 10 for 11 articles, right? Upon 10 into 100. This 10 goes 10 times, and 12.1 minus 10 is 2.1 into 10, which is 21%. Alright, so the profit earned is 21% by the shopkeeper. So let's have a look at another very good question and an easy one. Virat bought 20 chairs for rupees 1000. Alright, he repaired and sold them at the rate of rupees 500 per pair. He got a profit of rupees 100 per chair. How much did he spend on the repairs? Alright, so basically what is the purchase price of 20 chairs? So purchase price of 20 chairs is equals to rupees 1000, right? Then he repaired them and repair cost was not known. We have to calculate this, so let it be rupees X, right? And what is the sales price of 20 chairs? Sales price of 20 chairs, this will be rupees 5000. How rupees 5000? Rupees 500 per pair he has sold. So basically per pair means 2 chairs were sold for rupees 250 for rupees 500. So 20 chairs would have been sold for rupees 5000. As simple as that. Alright, so rupees 5000 is the sales price of 20 chairs, and profit for 20 chairs was rupees 100 per chair. So basically rupees 2000, right? So 100 into 20, which is 2000, correct? So what would be the repair cost? So basically what you have to do is SP minus CP is equals to profit. All right, you have to input all the variables in this formula. What is the selling price? Selling price is rupees 5000, right? What is the cost price? Cost price is this 1000 plus this rupees X, because he incurred repairing cost as well. All right, so it will be 1000 plus X, and what was the profit? It was rupees 2000. So when you solve this, you will get X is equals to rupees 2000, and this was the repairing cost for Virat. Alright, I hope you have understood the question. Let us have a look at the next question. Ravi buys an article with 25% discount on the mark price. He makes a profit of 10% by selling it at rupees 660. What was the mark price? Alright, so basically Ravi buys an article with 25% on the mark price. So let the marked price be MP. Alright, let it be MP. So basically what is the purchase price or cost price for Ravi? So purchase price or cost price for Ravi will be 0.75 into mark price, right? Because 25% is discount, correct? and now he sells it at rupees 660 and still makes a profit of 10%. All right, so the selling price for Ravi, all right, is equals to this 0.75 of MP, correct? Because this was his cost price, plus he made a 10% profit on it, so 10% of this 0.75 into MP, correct? And this is equal to 660, right? So basically what do you get in the end? You get 0.825 MP is equals to 660. And when you divide this, you will get MP as rupees 800. That is the mark price is equals to rupees 800. All right. Hence the correct answer to this question is 800 rupees. Let's have a look at the next question. When certain quantity of sugar is sold at rupees 11 per kg, the gain is 10%. If the total gain is rupees 50, what is the quantity of sugar sold? All right. So when the SP is rupees 11 per kg, profit is equals to 10%, right? So you can easily find out the cost price by using the formula 11 upon 1.1. All right, so what you'll get dividing 11.1.1, you'll get rupees 10 per kg over here, right? You found out the cost price because profit percent is equals to selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100, right? So you know the value of P, you know the value of SP over here, and you can find CP. All right, so you get the value of CP as rupees 10 per kg. All right, so basically what is the profit over here? Profit is 11 minus 10, that is rupees 1. So on 1 kg you have a profit of rupees 1. So if the total gain is rupees 50, how much would be the quantity of sugar? It would be 50 kg. As simple as that, because for 1 kg the profit is 1 rupees. So for 50 kg the profit should be 50 rupees. Hence the correct answer to this question is 50 kgs. Let's have a look at the next question. Anil sold a house to Bimal at a gain of 10% and Bimal sold it to Chandu at a gain of 20%. If Chandu paid rupees 264,000 for it, at what price must have Anil purchased it? Alright, so at what price must have Anil purchased it? Let the cost price of Mr. Anil be rupees X, right? So what happened after he purchased? He sold at a gain of 10%. So he sold at 110 upon 100 to Bimal, alright? And then what did this Bimal do? He sold to Chandu at the rate of, at the gain of 20%. At the gain of 20% means this whole value multiplied by 120 by 100. So this forms a successive chain. And this was the price that Chandu paid. And how much was how much did Chandu pay according to the question? It is 264,000, right? So when you solve this, you will get this X as 200,000, that is 2 lakhs. Hence, what is the cost price of Anil? The Anil must have purchased it for rupees 2 lakhs. All right. So that's all in this video. Please visit us at gkmojo.com. Thank you.